We're live.
Good. Where are we? Where are we?
We're in Brooklyn, Williamsburg.
What do we call this?
Brooklyn Live.
Nice. What's your name?
Olivia.
Bolivia. Bolivia.
Bolivia.
Hello, Bolivia. And what's your name?
Maria.
Maria, Bolivia, Bolivia. What the heck? This is what are you? What the heck? I hope you ready for your haircut? Look, it's blind hairdresser. Oh, Olivia. God, your hair is chewy. Olivia, what do we wash your hair with?
We use Gentle for the shampoo, and then we conditioned her with some really nice Shine Lux conditioner.
You sound very professional when you said all of that,
Yeah?
Olivia. You have a lot of hair, young lady.
No.
A lot of dry, damaged,
Hair.
green hair. Which way do you wear it? That way?
Yeah.
Or this way?
No.
That way. Where do you live?
I live in Manhattan.
In Manhattan.
Yes.
Whereabouts in Manhattan?
East part.
East Harlem.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I prefer Brooklyn.
You prefer Brooklyn.
Yes.
What do you prefer about it?
It's. I feel like the city's just. I don't know. Brooklyn's more like lives. There's more souls out here. There's more
what?
souls.
Souls? There's more souls?
Yes.
Wow. They're nice souls you're wearing. Are they Dr. Martin souls? Dr. Martens? More so. What do you do for a living?
It's more life out here. I work at a wig company.
At a wig company?
Yes.
If I'd have known, we could have give you some hair for your wigs. What's it called?
Irene's wigs.
Irene's Wigs. Gotcha. Is Irene a person?
Yes.
Is she there?
Yes.
Nice. Very good. And what do you do there?
I work in wholesale, so I prepare the whole orders.
You do?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Nice.
It gets very busy, but
It gets busy.
Yes.
It's a lot of wigs.
a lot.
Yeah?
Yes.
A lot of wigs around here. A lot of wigs around here, isn't there, Olivia?
So, yeah. Oh, yep.
I think so. Yep. All right. Right. So now, what should we go for, Olivia? Red or white?
The white one, our favorite.
Should we do this? Okay. So let me just give you a quick lesson, guys. The razor. Rotate the handle. V for victory. Place the blade into the hand. Push. It's now just like this. We got rid of some of the hair because she's got a lot to give. She wants to go for a shorter bob. It's going to keep it a little longer at the front. She has some long stuff here. She's got some breakage underneath. We just got rid of it because it's like ultra dense hair. So this is ultra dense. In the salon, we work on the 45-minute. So the reality is 45 minutes is the time that we've got. When you're working in the salon, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you really use your time wisely. If you tuned in to the little consultation piece, you'll notice that we saw that her hair, her scalp was kind of flaky, and we believe that that was shampoo residue. So therefore, we introduced her. Well, we asked her what shampoo she used, and she didn't know. Is that right? She didn't know.
She didn't know.
She did not know. So we introduced her to the Orojo Gentle shampoo, which is infused with honey and avocado, and it's a more natural, organic product, and it rinses out super well because the consistency is a little bit on the skinnier side, so it's great for those thick heads of hair. And when you are in the salon, when you come across issues with the scalp or with the hair, it's good to find out what the client uses so that you're knowledgeable, because at the end of the appointment, it's over. And the client's happy, and well, we hope she's happy, but it's over, and you don't have as much time to actually do the recommendation. So you do the recommendation right the way through. So that's how you maximize your potential. I was talking to one of my young stylists this week and actually explained to her, you know, that it is very important to educate your clients. It's an old skill that cannot be forgotten. But I think in this digital age, sometimes we forget how to communicate. I'm using my razor because she's got a lot of hair. I'm gonna strengthen the line with my scissor. The foundation line is the most important piece. So I'm just gonna tighten that up with the scissor. Fine teeth of the comb. And we're just literally just point cutting, making sure that I get the balance. I'm working without the mirror. The mirror is an important tool because that gives you balance and it can help you see whether you are balanced. And we're gonna have to thin her hair out a lot. And we're changing it quite a bit because she's losing a lot of hair. We're gonna put her on a diet today. So these are what I like to call classic bob sections. But I'm gonna start to get this razor to move up and down quite a lot. Make sure your section's thick enough that you're cutting hair off, but thin enough you can see your guide.
We got some people tuning in. Todd Dow says, good morning. Hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving.
Yes, we did, Toddy. I had lamb chops, not turkey. What did you have, Olivia?
Actually, a chicken, not turkey.
You had chicken, not turkey?
Mm-hmm.
I had turkey.
You had turkey?
Yeah.
Did you not have tofurkey?
No, turkey's the only meat that I eat.
Oh, you eat meat?
Just turkey.
Oh, you're a fake veggie.
She's
Turkey's
a fakeggie. A fakeggie.
Turkey's the only one that I'll eat.
You're the only one that you meet.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll make exceptions on holidays.
What about you? Did you eat turkey?
Yes, I did.
Yeah? Was it dry?
No, it wasn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It was what's it called? What's the thing? Tryptophan or something? What's it called?
Yeah.
What's the
thing that makes you tired?
yeah. Do you know?
Yes.
What's
I
it
heard
called?
of it. I was tired after.
You was tired after.
Yeah, I was sleepy.
Sleepy. Good. All right, so now we're on section 3. You can see what I'm doing here. This is what I call a very open stroke. The open stroke. I'm using the blade and it's kind of flat to the hair. So it's kind of parallel to the hair. Olivia knows. On the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the thickest hair that you can find, and 1 being like a bald, like Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Is it that extreme, the range?
Yeah. Where does she come in?
She comes out a good 13.
I like that. She comes in at a good 13. Olivia, where do you work?
I work at a Tribeca location.
Gotcha. And what days do you work?
I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And how much do you charge for a haircut?
I charge $88.
$88. So people can get their haircut with you, and they call the Arroyo Tribeca location, which is on Hudson and Canal. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Gotcha. And you also do quite a bit of teaching for us, yeah?
I do, yeah.
Why do you like teaching?
Oh, it's amazing. Just I started working at Arroyo, and I didn't really think that education would be a thing, but then I saw my mentors and how I was able to grow with them, alongside them, and I just wanted to be a mentor for others as well as they were for me. So started education, and I love the feeling that I get whenever I'm sharing my the knowledge that I received with my mentors. So
That's awesome. And where did you go to school?
Arroyo Cosmetology.
Which one?
I went to the Soho location when Tribeca wasn't a thing.
What class was that?
35.
35.
Staying
so
alive.
we're now on 60 something.
Yeah.
And when did you start Cosmo School?
I started in January 2015.
So you've been hairdressing for
Almost 4 years.
almost 4 years. Yeah. Excellent. So it's amazing the power of education, how you can get better and better. How you doing under there?
Good.
Are you scared?
No, I'm happy you're
Are you-
getting it off.
Are you happy? You're not freaking out?
No.
Good, me neither.
Todd has a question. He says, hey Nick, are you using the edge of the blade for the perimeter or the flat of the blade?
I am using the flat of the blade because I want to keep the hair nice and soft. I want to keep the hair nice and soft. Anton, just let it go to voicemail. Unless you can book an appointment. Yeah, and if you can, that might be a volume control to turn down the phone. I don't know if you can find that. We'll see what happens. Who knows what happens at Brooklyn Live?
Anything goes.
Anything goes. So this is the flat of the blade as I'm just working down the hair shaft. And you can see how open the blade is, yeah? Yeah.
Maritza Hernandez says, good morning, Nick. Good morning, all.
Good morning, Maritza. How are you?
And Beth Buchanan says, good morning. I always get excited when Nick pulls out his razor. Look at him go.
It's Triple X on Brooklyn Live today. So I'm using the flat of the blade. You can see the texture. Hey, Lauren, it was just, what was it? Just recently. It was Black Friday?
Yeah.
Cyber Monday?
And Cyber Monday.
Giving Tuesday?
Yep.
Super Sunday?
Yep.
What else?
You know what today is?
What's today?
Today is
Throwback Thursday?
Education Credits Thursday.
What's Education Credits Thursday? Explain that to me.
So it's this new thing that we're doing. Just for today, for our Brooklyn Live viewers. So let me explain education credits. So
Please do, Lauren. I like that. Yeah, can you do that? Well, keeping the camera steady.
Really good segue.
Multitask.
Yeah, so either there's two options for our 2-day classes. They're normally $800, so an education credit gets you that for only $500. And our 3-day classes are normally $1,200, and then the education credit is just $800.
Okay, did you think she explained it well?
I think she did.
Did she?
So you're saving.
Oh gosh.
Oh God, here comes
Here's
the
math.
400 on each of them. No, 400 on, okay, I'm done.
Okay. Let me explain. You spend too much time social media. Let me explain. An education credit is a great way to get a deal on education. We have classes, and we just put our calendar out for 2019, and we have select classes throughout the year. And for Cyber Monday, we put all these education credits and some specialized classes available on Orojo Pro. So what happens is typically a 2-day class is $800, and a 3-day class is $1,200. But if you buy an education credit, which will be live till when?
Tomorrow.
Till tomorrow. So that's our special promo. If you buy an education credit at orojopro.com, it's like buying a gift card. You get an $800 class for $500. That's our $500 credit. Gets you an $800 class. And our $800 credit gets you a $1,200 class. They're all available on orojopro.com. Does your hair feel like you're getting, do you feel like you're on a diet here?
Yes, my
Yes.
head feels light.
Your head feels light, and me and Olivia were exhausted because
Yeah.
we're going through a lot of hair here. And then we also have a couple of other options, I think, Lauren, if I'm not mistaken.
We do.
We have our 5-day razor class, which is called Razor Craft, and we have special pricing on Razor Craft. That class is usually $1,900. I believe it's around $1,300 or $1,400 if you buy the class within the next 48 hours. And then kind of great historic boot camp class, which is our 4-week intensive, which happens in the late summer here in New York. Our boot camp class is usually $4,600, and how much are we selling it for?
33.
33. So big savings on orojopro.com. So if you know anybody that's ever mentioned about getting to really study with Orojo, you can check out those on Orojo Pro. Get your credit. The credits will be live for the next 48 hours. We're going to stop it at the end of Friday tomorrow, as we're really getting ready for the beginning of December. So as I dial you back into the cut, what you're going to notice is I'm just using the tip. Yeah, so I put the length in and then I use the tip, and look at, I mean, I'm really lightening, trying to empty out the hair, because she's got more hair than me, Olivia,
And Lauren.
Anton, and Lauren together. Yeah, so when you are doing thick, dense hair like this, the most important thing is to move quickly, cleanly, professionally, and you have to be brave. Because this is the kind of hair that if you don't execute well and quickly, A, your client is going to start to get nervous, and B, you're going to get lost. And if you're too timid, you're going to have to thin it out later. So you'll notice the razor's a brilliant tool. And you'll also notice that I'm not allowing the hair to be too wet. I want the hair to be a little dry. It's not dry, I want the hair to be a little damp. That's a much better word. I want the hair to be damp so that I can actually see what the razor is doing in the hair as I cut it. Fine teeth, comb that hair back, get that razor moving, just place it in, and just melt that hair away. Elevate that hair out. We call this tipping. You can learn this. If you want to learn razor cutting, come to our Razor Fundamentals class. Our Razor Fundamentals class, I believe I'm going to be doing a lot of the teaching next year. Decided that I'm going to try and stay home, to be at home base as much as possible. So definitely come and learn with me. If you're on the West Coast, I will be teaching a hands-on razor class during the ISSE. So that is the hair show in Long Beach, part of the PBA. So I'm doing a hands-on razor class. We're also going to be doing an American Wave certification class. We're also going to be taking our new booth. We have a new booth to share. And we'll be there at the end of January on the West Coast. And then I'll be teaching a 2-day class in West Hollywood in March. All the dates are available online, but we got a lot of exciting stuff coming up for 2019. And we're starting to focus in now on that 2019 destination as we kind of round the end of November. And we'll move closer and closer into December. But, you know, December's all about the holidays. Having said that, I still have quite a few trips. I will be in West Palm Beach next week on the 5th for Scotch Bonnet Salon. And my good dear friend Tracy, she opened up her salon, a new salon. I'll be there for the opening, so if you want to come and say hi, come and say hi. We'd love to see you on the 5th. The salon's called Scotch Bonnet. It's in West Palm Beach. Notice how I work nice and cleanly. Nice clean sections. I'm using the Arrojo. We call this the Arrojo razor comb, the white version. It's nice when you're working on such dark, naturally green hair. You can see your comb action so well.
Todd is asking, with hair as dense as your models, what size of sections are you taking?
Pretty fine sections. The section, I always say the section should be thick enough that you're cutting hair off, and thin enough. Look at this down here, Lauren. Thin enough.
Whoa.
So look, oh, it's nice. I can put it with the sparkles. Thick enough. It's dense enough. That you got to take sections that are fine enough that you can see through, but thick enough that you're cutting hair off. You know, you've no control over how much hair your client's got. No control. So you don't know what client's coming in next. You don't know how much hair she's got. You don't know what she wants. You don't know how long it's going to take. We book in Arrojo. We book on the 45, and that we think is enough time to complete a professional service at what I like to refer to as a premium price. And haircuts at Arrojo, they start with our trainees, our people in training. They start at 25. With our new talent, they're the people between the training team and also taking clients on the shop floor. It's 45. And then they start at 88. Olivia, you're?
88.
88. So you want a great haircut, come and see Olivia. She's phenomenal and she's booking for the holidays. Now notice I'm cutting this a little A-line. It's a little longer. You see that? It's getting longer. And I work all the way up the back of the head.
Alexis Hoban says, morning, Arojo fam. Can't wait to see everyone in a couple weeks.
Happy Mondays.
Yeah.
Alexis, I was reading about you on Instagram, I believe it was, this morning. Your new salon's opening in January. Arojo Ambassador Salon, Odyssey. It's going to be exciting. Can't wait to see. When you connect with Arojo, you connect with a family. So what that means is you become part of our family. It's not just about selling hair products. It's about joining in with our culture and getting connected and learning. And that's why every week when we do Brooklyn Live, we always share product tips, ideas, so that our hairdressers that are using our product get new ideas on how to retail and how to maximize the sale. Because guess what? I think it's a dying art. Yeah, it's a dying art. And I think that, you know, the one thing that you can't buy necessarily, you can't get done online is a haircut. So when you have your client in the chair, educate them. And we educated our young lady here today by using the gentle shampoo and conditioner, which hopefully will be better for her scalp. It's nice and cold outside now in New York, so you know every state has its own climate, or every region has its own climate. The product stays consistent, but the climate's not. That's why we have so many different variants in the product line. And your product regimen should change every season. Shouldn't stay the same. So who am I cutting next?
You're cutting Rebecca.
Rebecca with the curly hair. Come on over, Rebecca. Let's have a look at Rebecca. Rebecca's got curly hair. Now, if you watch the consultation, look at Rebecca's cute curly hair. Stay there, Rebecca. You're good. No, you're good. You're perfect. So Rebecca's got cute curly hair. And we told her that the best product for her to use would be the American Wave Rogue Cleanser. You want to bring it over to show everybody, Rebecca? I introduced her to that product straight away because she likes to look after her curls. So this is American Wave Rogue, and this is our co-cleanser. We should have that at the backwash, I think. Yep. Yeah, I think we should have some of that at the backwash. I took it off the retail counter. And that's a great way because she said that she doesn't wash her hair that often. And she has a regimen which is shampooing with a bit of a Diva Curl product and then a leave-in conditioner. And she has a beach wave spray that she bought in France. Is that Amsterdam? Amsterdam. Amsterdam. What happens in Amsterdam? You ever been?
A lot of things. I've never been.
You been?
Arojo expose in Amsterdam.
You want to go?
I want to see their cafes. Wink, wink.
The cafes. Have you been to Amsterdam?
I have not.
No? They don't like people with green hair. All right. So now what we're going to do is, why don't you take and get her prepped, put the cleanser in, leave it in for 5 minutes, then we'll rinse it.
Have you been to Amsterdam?
Me? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of course.
You like it?
I went to Amsterdam and had a great time on the canals. Wow, you must feel like you've lost some weight, young lady.
I do.
Yeah? All right, so this is Hydro Mist.
Excuse me.
How does that go, Lauren?
Just clear my throat.
This is our amazing product. It retails for $20. It's a refreshing, detangling, lightweight conditioning spray designed for hair that's green. Now we'll take a nice clean section right the way through. I got my clip it out of the way. Keep your sections nice and clean. And we're gonna drop it over the shoulder because I want to keep it just a little longer around the front there. So we're gonna not have the blade open too much. When I say open, it means that the stroke is a little bit shorter. When I say very open, it means the stroke is longer, shorter. So, and then I'm just gonna use the tip of the blade just to tipple it in.
Pauline Mosley says, good morning, everyone.
Pauline, wasn't it? We're looking forward to seeing you for Happy Mondays on the 10th of December. How do people sign up
So
for Happy Mondays? Because I think it's going to be jam-packed.
yeah, you just go to the link in our bio, and you can RSVP on Eventbrite.
So you go to the link on our bio and you RSVP on Eventbrite.
On our Rojo
If
Instagram.
if you are coming to a Rojo Happy Mondays, you should do it and sign up quickly because it's going to be sold out. We have a lot of guest hairdressers joining us for our last Happy Monday of the year. It's in our Tribeca location in our studio theater. And once we have a Happy Monday there, we'll have a Sloppy Tuesday because it's going to be a double Happy Monday. That's what it's going to be. Double Happy Monday. Combing this hair all the way back. Little elevation. I feel the hair disappear. And I see the hair disappear. And then I open my blade and connect. Are you still smiling?
Yeah.
Are you freaking out?
No.
Not at all?
No. I'm excited.
She's excited. Good, we like that. I mean, that's what you got to think about when you're doing hair. Yeah, your clients are excited. Let not forget in this holiday season, when you're back to back with clients, don't let the passion and don't forget how what you're doing is you're securing your future for January and February. Okay? While you have it busy in December, then you've really got to think about how you're going to secure your business for January and February. So right here, I'd be really talking about this hair color and see what, the plan of action is. Sow seeds. If you sow seeds when you're with your client, you'll win. If you don't talk to your client about their hair, the client's never going to invest. Okay? Don't think that the client knows everything. They don't. They just know what the last hairdresser told them or what they read on the internet. And you know that they say a thing called fake news. There's a lot of fake information. Or there's a lot of opinionated information online. So it, just like hairdressing has 100 different languages, different techniques, different languages, different processes, then when you're the stylist with your client, you're the one that's making the magic. So make the magic happen with your client.
Rose Venna is asking, when are you coming to Florida?
Well, I'm going, Rose, to Florida in a week to celebrate my friend's salon opening. And I will be teaching a class in Florida. And the dates have not been put up on the calendar yet. The only dates that we have put on the calendar right now are the Academy dates in New York for American Wave and all the Arrojo Academy dates. And then the next thing is the dates for us when we're going to be on the road. And that's probably going to happen in the next few days. We have so much going on. It's very busy in our world. Running three salons, 2 schools, and hair care products, and a service called American Wave. That's a lot for someone to manage. So I have a great team, and we're slowly punching together all of our calendars for next year. Ooh, look at that. That's a happy face. That's a happy face. Yeah, we got a happy face. All right, so now let's come this side and do exactly the same on the opposite side. When the hair gets too dry, this product is brilliant because this product is our Hydro Mist in the Arrojo product line. It also smells spectacular. So what happens is when it smells good, that entices the consumer. So the power of smell is something that I really do believe in. So that section there is just a little too thick. When I teach, I always train people to take thinner sections to begin, and they can take thicker sections as you work up the head. Because the foundation is the underneath sections, and the underneath sections have to be cut in a way where you can get that true clarity.
Michelle Pleasant is asking, Nick, are you using the tip of the blade on top of the hair to razor it?
I am not using the tip of the blade unless I do a technique called tipping. And I'm going to do that in a second, so I'll show you. I'm using the flat or the plane of the blade. Yeah? So when we talk about the plane, we talk about the flat. That's the flat of the blade. That's the tip there. I'm not cutting with a tip. I'm actually cutting, you know, with the flat of the blade. And then when I use the tip just to refine and take out some of the density.
Emily Richards Clark is asking, what is the best or worst hair to razor?
You know, so that's an impossible question to answer, because I don't think I could possibly explain in such a sweeping statement. But if you force me to answer it, I will say thick, dense Asian hair is stronger than European hair. So razor does work well on that hair, but I razor everybody's hair texture. And there are different techniques for different textures. So if you really want to understand the razor, the best thing to do is come to a class. And the good news for you is we have special discounts for the next 48 hours on arojopro.com. A 2-day class will cost you $500 instead of $800. So that's a perfect way to learn the razor cutting technique that I've kind of honed and crafted over the last 25 years. I've been in America for 25 years. I started razoring 27 years ago. Before I started razor cutting, I worked for Vidal Sassoon, so I was a precision-based scissor hair cutter. And then from my precision-based scissor technique, I worked on my precision-based razor technique. I'm just going to spin around so I can just have a look in the mirror, just to kind of check for balance, and it looks pretty good. See, I'm glad I did that because it's just trending a smidgen longer here. So just let me come back through. We'll try and do this. We try and cut this way for the camera. It's Brooklyn Live. I'm live here in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, the first appointment in the salon is 12 o'clock. So we're open from 12 till 8:30 every day, except for Saturdays where we do open at 9. And the team will slowly start coming in towards the end of the session. Notice how I use the fine teeth of the comb. Practice really great combing as we go through. And that's the flat of the blade. I've not used the tip. This is quite advanced, that flat razor cutting. I'll show you a little bit of using the tip of the blade, which I call tipping. Look through the hair, right here. Tip, 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 that's the tip of the blade. And I'm just trying to create some more diffusion. See what comes out? She's got enough hair, so I can definitely put her on the diet. It's a lot of hair, isn't it, Olivia?
So much hair.
You ready to style it?
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay!
You did all the hard work for me.
Made it a little bit easier, yeah?
Made it a little bit easier.
So Lauren,
Yes.
on Facebook, on Instagram this morning, you said there was something exciting and special that was going to happen. Mm-hmm. What is it?
It was Education Credit Thursday.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah,
Is that it?
that's it.
Education Credit Thursday. How'd you like this cold weather, Lauren?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it?
No, I like it.
You know, you're from Flowrider,
I am.
so, you know,
Maybe in like January, February, March is what I can't take.
like, oh yeah?
But this is okay.
Then you're going to start to get all, you know, moody and broody.
Yep. Seasonal affective disorder.
It's what?
Seasonal affective disorder.
Is that? I've never heard that before.
No?
Is that new?
No.
What's
not
it
at all.
called?
Sad.
What's it called?
Seasonal affective disorder.
Oh my God.
What? No.
God, what's going on with this world? Seasonal affected disorder. Anton, what do you think?
The lack of sunlight. I'm gonna get happy lamps.
I'm gonna get you some magic mushrooms. That'll sort you out.
Okay.
Yeah? She says, okay. You don't need happy lamps. You just need magic mushrooms.
Okay. Well, I'll try out all the options.
It's called seasonal affective. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not.
There you go. You could have it. You can call in work. I'm sorry I can't come today.
Noted.
Why not? Why not? Because I've got, what's it called?
Sad.
Because I'm sad. Oh, shoot. I'm sad. I've got seasonal something disorder.
Affective.
Affective. Is it affective?
It is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You heard of that before? You've heard of it? Do you ever suffer from it?
I don't love the cold. Yeah. It makes me
Don't
sad.
love the cold. What could that be? DLTC. I'm DLTC, baby. DLTC. Don't love the cold. All right. Don't call up Lauren with that excuse. I'll come to your house with a happy lamp.
Okay.
Yeah? All right. Spun around so I could just have a look. I'm going to spin her back again. We're getting close. Don't worry about the hair. It's fine. We have a new cleaner here, so she's not doing the usual they clean up, don't they?
Yeah, she kept us out in the cold for a little bit too.
Did she? She won't let you in?
She wouldn't let us in.
You're joking. You're joking. Why not?
I don't think she was expecting us, or
So what happened? She said, no.
I had to like wave my hands around. Be
Did
like,
you?
hi.
Did you get? Did you speak Spanish?
I did a
You
little
can
Spanish.
speak Spanish, can't you?
Yep. I get away with it.
Where did you learn Spanish?
Home.
At home.
Yeah.
They speak
Parents
Spanish
of
at home.
immigrants.
Where are you from?
My mom's Dominican, my dad's Peruvian.
Uh-huh. Gotcha. Okay, so right now, you got to be careful not to get, kind of bored or, kind of rush the end. You got to stay right the way through. Don't take too thick a section. And right now, I'm kind of like at the same place. If you look here, I'm kind of at the same place on both sides. Okay? You got like this length here, and you got the same kind of here. So now what we'll do is I'm going to pull it back. I'm going to pull it back this way. And I'll pull it all the way into the back because when she puts her head up, she's going to pull it back. So I'm going to over-direct this hair back. This is an open razor stroke. And now I'm going to use the tip. Now she's got a little bit of texture, which usually happens with thick hair like this. She's got a little bit of texture, a little bit of wave, a little bit of curl. Do you use any styling products in your hair, young lady?
I do not.
You don't use anything?
No.
You just use that shampoo?
Yeah, but
And then do you blow dry your hair?
I do not.
You just leave it to dry?
Yes.
You're a wash and wear young lady. Is that right?
Yes.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't have time for it.
You don't have the time.
No.
And you don't put products in.
No.
Okay, so Olivia, it's about that time that I like to ask my co-workers, what do you think we should be using?
To style?
Let's think this through. What's the need here?
Probably just kind of emphasizing the texture. Are we doing it straight?
I think we're gonna make it straight. Yeah.
Make it straight.
No, I think we're gonna go natural.
Okay.
Let's go natural.
Yeah, let's do it.
Why make it something that she's never gonna do?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's too thick. She's never gonna do. She doesn't have a. Do you have a blow dryer?
I do not.
You don't. She doesn't have a blow dryer. Yeah.
Maritza Hernandez says she needs products.
She needs products. So, Olivia, wash and wear, don't care.
Wash and wear, don't care.
What do you think?
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Well, it depends what effect we want. If
Well.
we're going to do it textured, if we're going to do it just like very, like, trying to like emphasize the wave that she has.
Well, we're going to dial up the wave a little bit, aren't we? We're
Maybe
not
some
going to...
structure?
Structure?
Yeah.
What is structure?
Ooh, structure is my favorite. Structure is one of it's a styling cream from the American Wave line. It's a great product. It's very moisturizing. It has a lot of hold, and it's perfect to blow dry with smooth as well. It's just a good all around product.
It's a lightweight styling cream for support. Does the hair need support?
Just a little bit if we're gonna get some wave in there, just because she has a very slight wave, but because she has a lot of it, it just gets I guess a little droopy. So a little droopy.
Don't say the word droopy.
Don't say that. Okay.
You can't say the word droopy.
What's wrong with the word droopy?
No guy likes the word droopy. I've never liked that word droopy. Yeah, would you like it if somebody said something was droopy?
Well, it's not going to be droopy anymore because you just gave her a phenomenal haircut.
Ah, okay. We don't want it to be droopy.
I think the structure will kind of just give it a little bit more hold and help out the curl a little
I'm
bit.
exhausted. She tied me out. It's a good job. I've got enough energy left for you, Curly. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
Gretchen Alamove says, meet clients where they are. Awesome. I love that you said, why do something she's never going to do?
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, I mean, that's... Think it through. Sometimes it's nice to give your client a treat and spoil them because maybe they want to have something that they're never going to do. But you've got to really also have that discussion. You've got to have that conversation. Because ultimately speaking, you know, the whole concept is you've got to make your hair look great every day when you're not there as the hairdresser. So they need to know what to use. It's like I'm like an old record. Very old record with grey hair. I'm an old grey record. Yeah? But the truth of the matter is, hairdressers give away all of their power to retail stores instead of taking the power themselves. So a little bit of hydro mist in the hair. So I think that we should diffuse the hair. Yeah? I think that the product that would be really good would be maybe wave mist. And seeing as you want to get some structure in your life, we'll go with structure too.
I do need structure in my life.
Okay.
I love structure.
So right now I'm just gonna kind of connect. Gonna connect this through, fine teeth of the comb. And then I'm gonna literally tip. That's the tip of the blade. We call this tipping as I start to just take out a little bit more of the density in the hair. Now she's lost weight today. About 5 pounds has been taken away. It's this dark seaweed, yeah, which I kind of like the seaweedy color, to be honest with you. It's something pretty interesting about it.
That's one word to describe it.
Yeah. Notice how I always use the fine teeth of the comb. Practice really great combing, and then just tip through. What was you going to say, Lauren?
Tanya Gross says, already looking great.
Thanks, Tanya. You can see there's the length. You can see the piece coming through here and right in here.
She also said, I need to lose 5 pounds ASAP.
We all do. Especially after eating all that tofurkey. Yeah? My vegetarian behind the camera who eats turkey. She's been a vegetarian for the last year, and now all of a sudden on Thanksgiving she's like, you know, gobbling on a turkey.
If you want something, you gotta get it, you know?
Clearly. Clearly.
Maritza Hernandez says, is Hydro Mist a good replacement for water to restyle the hair a day or two after?
It's better. We say it's lighter than water. Why wet your hair down completely? Look at how light this is. Such a light spray. So with water, it's less, it's heavier. We worked on the sprayer to make the spray incredibly light. And then it has glycerin within the product, so that gives it the hair the sheen. It's a brilliant product. And I sell it as a resetter. Yeah, I sell it as a resetter. So when I use it, I always tell my client, use this product just to kind of reset the texture if you don't want to wash your hair, which is a good idea. And this young lady here, she doesn't have a hairdryer, so she doesn't want to wet it too much. And this is the kind of, look, we've taken out a lot of texture in the hair. A lot. You can see that. Taken out a lot of texture. So let's bring over the wave mist, and let's bring over the structure, which is it's my poor French accent. Structure. Wow.
Wow.
That's a happy face. That's a happy face. Yeah. All right, final thing. I think I'm gonna need a little scissor action. Yeah, little scissor action. Okay, so now what we do, which is a nice thing to do when you're razor cutting in the salon, is especially if you don't do it all the time, just point cut in, seals the cuticle. You want to show the two products to the camera, please, Olivia?
So we've got wave mist, and we have a little bit of structure.
So what's the difference? One's a Rojo product and one's American Wave.
So the American Wave line is geared towards wavier and curlier textures. The wave mist is a really beautiful, lightweight sea salt spray, and then the structure is just a really nice styling cream.
What is a styling cream?
Styling cream. You can use a styling cream for pretty much anything, but styling cream generally has a little bit more hold, a little bit more moisture, and it's used to style.
And it's used to style. The styling cream is going to think of styling cream as like a liquidy gel, like a creamy gel. It's lightweight, it's got hold, but it's not going to dry stiff. That's why it was designed. We have a styling cream in the Rojo product, which has got a little bit more structure to it, a little bit more hold. All right, so now what it's time to do is we're just going to show her now some technique on styling. We'll take that away. We will put this back in. I knew that was going to happen because I'm too old. That's what happens when you're old. You know what's going to happen. This is our wave spray.
Smooth criminal.
Wave spray. How's that smell?
Amazing.
Amazing. This is our beach wave spray. And then we'll go in with our styling cream. When you're doing products, always do it right here. So your client can see. You can hold it. Yeah. And then we're just going to run this right the way through. And we're going to diffuse. Do we have any special offers on a Rojo Pro?
Just the education credits.
No more discounts? No discounts at all? Wow.
So.
We did pretty good though, didn't we?
We did.
On that, what was it called?
Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Cyber Monday. Giving Tuesday.
Stunking Sunday.
Small Business Saturday.
What was
So
Sunday?
many things.
What is Sunday?
Sunday was Sunday Fun Day.
Right, what happened? Do you want to you want to share with us something that happened on Sunday Fun Day?
Well, it's just there was like extra sales, so everyone was having fun, you know.
Sunday Fun Day. All right, so Lauren's. I keep going on Lauren. That's what happens when you get old. That's what happens. We're just gonna twist the hair. We just twist the hair into like little ribbons, and then she can dry it like this. That'll dial up that kind of beachy, kind of wavy texture. So you twist it, you're just twisting it back. You know, we're not gonna get dense curl, but we're gonna get a little bit more of a controlled curl. The wave mist is gonna kind of enhance the wave, and the styling cream is gonna give it a little bit more hold. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this, any hairdresser that shows their client how to style their hair, you're 99% guaranteed that the client is actually gonna copy and follow that at home.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
If you don't do it, then she's not gonna copy it. Yeah? Most people are shy. So you've got to learn how to communicate so that you can give the client an experience. It's not just a haircut. It's an experience. The best hairdressers create the best experience, which is very interesting because they didn't say the best hairdressers do the best hair. Yeah? They said the best hairdressers create the best experience. The busiest hairdressers create the best experience. You can see the texture right here. Yeah, you can see the texture right here. What we'll do is you'll go with Olivia. She's going to use our sock diffuser. She'll just diffuse it, and we'll bring in our second client. Come on. Okay, babe. All right, show us your picture. Show us your picture. Tell us what you want, what you really, really want. What's your name again? Rebecca. Rebecca.
So, kind of.
Nice. So round, heavy bangs.
Yeah, I like it when they're kind of curly, but it's hard in the winter because it's dry.
What?
It's harder in the winter because it's dry.
Because it's dry. Yeah,
humid.
less humidity.
Yeah.
But we have products to put the humidity back into your hair. We'll show you. Now, this is what I use. This is called my prescription pad. Usually what happens is I always make sure my client's name's here and it's right here in front of me. That always keeps me on point with my clients. On a busy day, you're doing 10, 12, 14 clients. Sometimes it's hard, especially if you've got new clients. It's hard to maintain, you know, it's hard to maintain the memory of all your clients' names. So if you have something as a use it as a tool right there, then what happens is it gets easier. All right, now, you ever color your hair?
Not in a long time.
No, you don't like it? You like your natural?
Yeah.
Yeah? You ever thought about coloring it or not really?
Yeah, I was thinking about coloring it, but something that could kind of grow out. I like a bit of red.
A bit of red,
Yeah.
a bit of warmth.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you push it more one way than the other, or does it just curl?
It goes both directions.
Both directions. So notice how I just did the conversation with my client about her hair and about her color, but I also didn't jump in and start recommending. Yeah, the reason is I'm just gathering data. Yeah, I'm gathering data, and when you gather data, it gives you information that you can use later. All right, so it's if I look at Rebecca, it's like she's got way too much here. Yeah, it's like too much. We can't even see her. We can't even see her. So let's go straight into the bangs. And she does have a lot of natural silver, which is cute. So that's why it's nice to talk it through, because, you know, sometimes clients say to me, what do you think about the color, Nick? And I say, you know what, I'm not sure. They say, give me a recommendation. I say, I'm not sure. So what happens is I'll kind of say, listen, I'll think about it while I'm cutting. Section that hair down the center. Let's go straight in with the bangaroonies. Let me get some clips. if you're in Chicago on Monday night, my dear friend Karen Gordon, she is the new president of the Cosmetology Association, and they have their educational night on Monday. Check out Chicago Cosmetology. Go and check it out. They have their holiday educational program. I'm sure she'll post on this later on today, but go to the Chicago Cosmetology Association's website to find out. All right, now most people are scared because this is going to curl, but guess what? It's cold outside and there's not much curl going on. So I'm going to keep it below the eyebrow, but I'm really going to be a little bit more aggressive and assertive because guess what? The haircut's got to last. This can't be a 2-week cut. This has to be a cut that's going to last at least 6 weeks. Tipping right in here. Yeah, a lot of people are scared of razoring curly hair. No need to be scared. Look at the different textures of the curl. I say she's got quite coarse hair. She's got a lot of hair. We need to encourage the curl. We want to make it thicker. First thing we want to do is see her face. She's got a pretty face, but you can't see it because she's just got like a big stack of a wadge of hair on the top. So let's try and put some emphasis around the bang. She doesn't want to go short, but it's a little too long right now. She wants a full, thick, lush shape with heavy curls, yeah, that have real definition. Think about how you describe the pictures that she's shown us. That's what you got to think about. When a client shows a picture, it's better than them trying to explain what they want. That's why I always love getting photos of the desired style.
Todd says, I find some curly hair needs a razor to reform the curl.
Well, I think that if you lighten the hair with a razor, you get more curl from it because you take some of the thickness out. At Arrojo, we do have a razoring DVD on curly hair. On our subscription, which is on Arrojo Pro, you can actually see some of those curly hair razor cuts in a more detailed educational fashion. Now, I met with my distributor yesterday for Long Island, and we're going to be going out to Long Island in the new year to do some education as we really are building our brand. And for those salons out there that are connected to a Arrojo product, I recommend you sign up for Happy Mondays, which is complimentary in our New York Academy for salons that are connected to a Arrojo product. So right here, look. Short, long, what's this? This is not needed. So you want to connect and scoop without overlayering. It's the great thing with the razor. It can do that. I use more the back of the blade. The reason why I use more the back of the blade is because I want to keep the blade away from the client. Fine teeth of the comb. Back of the blade. I'm gonna scoop, comb this head down and around. Keep that corner. I want to keep that corner. That'll give her the weight, but I also want to see like the shape here. See that? Can you see the shape in the around the face? Yeah. You want to kind of expose the cheekbone right here. Fine teeth of the comb, back of the blade. Comb that hair down. I want to keep that corner because that's the weight. So there you go. A lot of people like to do freeform cutting. I don't mind freeform cutting, but you know, I think structure's the way to go. Put a shape in. The hair's going to curl no matter what. If you don't put in a strong shape, then the haircut's not going to last. You can get it to look good before the client leaves, but does it look good in week 2 or week 3? if you don't have enough structure in your shape, then guess what? It ain't gonna look that good in week 3 for sure. It's gonna start to, what's that magical word? Droop or wilt. Yes, I don't want a wilted curl. I've tried to stay on one side, and notice how I'm moving the hair around to see what the hair's saying. So the hair does talk to you, yeah, because the hair will react and respond to the blade. So when the hair responds to the blade, you know what to do. Now the thing is, that's really dense, it's quite dense through the top. So I really, that's what I'm working on. I'm working on that more than anything else to try and make it look a little bit, not less dense, but light enough so it's not too heavy around the features of the face. So I'm just moving, and product's gonna be my friend, because product's gonna help us to get the shaping that we're looking for. All right. So now let's do this side. You okay, Rebecca? Good. So now we're going to connect through again. Think about exposing that cheekbone area. So there you go. Both sides don't have to be even. It's not like you got to make this perfectly even. It's a feel. I certainly don't want to make it asymmetric, but again, it is a feel, and that's what you have to put in as the artist. I mean, you're an illustrator, yeah? Mm-hmm. So you see, when you're an illustrator, you're creating things. It's the same thing when you're a hairstylist. You're creating things, sometimes a little bit more of an organic, approach. It's like sketching in the hair. Now, of course, I'm not saying you can't have, you've got to have structure, you've got to have balance and proportion, but in the same token, don't make it a line drawing. Because a line drawing is not what we need here. If it was a one-length bob, it would be a line drawing, it would be a graphic, geometric shape. But right now, it's more of a loose, fluid shape, so you can be a little bit looser, and you'll see me do that. Again, if you want to learn razor cutting, definitely come to one of our razor fundamentals classes. We pioneered razoring about 25 years ago, and we've been using it as part of our core technique in our New York Academy and our New York salons, and it's never served me wrong. It's not the razor that does the work, it's the person that's holding it. The razor's just a tool.
J.O. Soares says, let the hair speak to you. Love that. And structure. Thank you for the fundamentals of cutting hair.
You're welcome. So you'll see I'm just combing this hair forward. I'm looking for my guide. It's right here. See that? Mm-hmm. But it's kind of loose because I don't want it to be so confined. And neither does she. She's a creative young woman, so she wants to have like something that's a feel. Yeah, it's a feel. She's got to get that feel right. Mm-hmm. And it ain't over till it's over. Mm-hmm. So what that means is, basically, we started at the bang, we created the shape around the face, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to nibble the back up. So I'm going to put some structure through the back. But first, let's have a look around the front and see what we got. You're going to see how this hair moves and falls. Now, once we put a little bit more strength in here, it's going to push up. So now this is quite simple. Nice clean sections. When you're razor cutting, it doesn't mean to say that you go loose with your sectioning, you go tight. Always keep your sections nice and clean.
Maritza Hernandez says, Nick, I noticed you didn't go into conversation on how her hair wasn't as long as the inspo pic. Do you say that in the consultation, that the pic is just inspiration?
Well, you know, I mean, I think that I didn't think that the inspiration pic was that much was longer. I thought that we were in the same family. So, you know, I really looked more at the front and the shape. She has about 4 pictures, and we'll have a look at them right at the end again so we can refresh our memory. I do think it's an important question, because sometimes when you look at a picture, you look at it once, you forget what the picture was. Also, when you look at a picture, it's just like listening. We all see different things. So it's important to, whenever a client has pictures, I always ask to look at them a few times. Before the shampoo, after the shampoo, and even halfway through the actual haircut. Because even though you see it, you might not really see it. Or what you see is maybe not what the other person sees. So that's an important question. Now here I'm just tipping in, just channeling out just a little bit of space. And the shorter pieces will give strength to the, it'll give more curl to the longer pieces. Locks today, Lauren?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I think I gotta buy it. I think it's on me.
Yeah.
Is that
Your
right?
turn.
Locks on me. Not locks of love.
Nope.
Locks of bagels.
Yeah.
I like the way she said that. Yeah.
You know I get excited when you start talking about locks.
Now I'm nervous. And guess where we got to go later?
Where?
Where do we usually go?
Gas station?
Gas station. Yes. So right here, I've cut that in. Now I'm going to put a little bit of shortness in. Little channel. Can you get that? Did you get that? Mm-hmm. So just like channels into the hair as I nibble the hair up. And I'm going to rotate the section. Notice how I rotate the section right now. It's more diagonal because I don't just want to cut it flat. I actually want to cut it on an angle, so I'm kind of graduating the bottom in just a dibble. And a dibble is a technical word for little. Now, as you see the angle right there. So I'll be in Atlanta to take clients at the end of December. I think it's the 19th. I'll be in Palm Beach, literally, on the 5th. And then I will be in Minneapolis to meet with my distributor, Beautycraft, in December too. So a few more trips. I'll be taking clients in the salon. We have all the way through December. We will have one more Brooklyn Live episode before the end of the year, and we'll post when that's going to be. We have some trips and travel, so that kind of gets in the way. And of course, with it being the holidays, we know that a lot of people are busy now. So we'll be picking Brooklyn Live. We'll still do a special episode before the end of the year, but then we'll be picking it back up in the new year. And we got a lot of new things that we're working on for 2019. We're going to be launching a lot more stuff digitally, and we're really excited. We're renovating our space in Tribeca. So we're going to have our digital offices placed in our Tribeca location. We're going to open the salon to be bigger. We're putting a bigger salon unit in there. And we're really excited. We're going to close the salon, move everybody to our Soho location for literally about 6 weeks. So it's going to be one big happy family. And then we will be in Long Beach at ISSE the end of January, and I will be teaching a hands-on razor class and American Wave certification. We just launched a brand new, we just got a new product in. It's our mini primp, travel size. That'll be launching next week. If you're interested in the Arrojo Ambassador Program, it's not just product, it's culture, education, getting connected to an independent brand that is completely committed to the art and craft of hairdressing. then connect with Valeria at arojonyc.com. And if you want to come and experience a Happy Mondays, we have one Happy Mondays left before the end of 2018. And that is on December the 10th. By the way, I said that. 10th. And then don't forget, we have education credits available on Arojo Pro. So if you are going to be intending to spend some money on education in 2019, then buy the credit now and get the tax write-off before the end of the year. You doing okay? Yeah? So I think the general shape's kind of in. Yeah, we got the general shape in. Now it's scissor time. Because now it's easier for me to work within the hair with a scissor. All right, and that's going to help me get a little bit more structure and shape, but that's kind of exactly kind of the idea that I was going for, so I feel good about that. I can see her now, and it's not so big. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to come inside. I'm going to lift this hair straight up. And then I'm going to do a little point cutting. Outfit's nice today, Lauren. You're like a little, what do you call this look?
This is professional pajamas. It's my slip dress.
Whoa! Whoa! Wait a minute, everybody get ready.
Do that again.
Let's do the professional slip dress. Whoa, she's got a
It's like
boots on.
pajamas.
Wow.
but for work.
And who's that tall guy behind? Bonjour, Monsieur Keith. How's the weather up there?
Colder up here.
It's colder up there.
windier.
Nice, 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 nice. And who do we have over here?
We have a special guest.
Who's our special guest?
Anton.
Anton.
Hi.
Where are you from, Anton?
Well, I'm from Russia, and I live with from France.
There you go. It's a Russian, French. How many languages do you speak?
3.
What is it? Russian, French, and
English.
and English. Mancunian. Yeah. Very nice. So you'll see a lot more about Anton, but they liked your outfit, Laura.
Thanks.
They liked your outfit.
I did it for you guys.
Thank you. Elevate the hair out, and we're just going to knock out that corner. Elevate the hair up. Just knock out that corner. Notice how we've let the hair go from wet to dry. It's not bone dry, but we have allowed the hair to dry. Now, 12 months ago, we came out with a product line called American Wave. And American Wave is the product that I'm going to be styling. We cleanse the hair using the American Wave Rogue. And there is an amazing product that I love to use, which is called Elixir. And Elixir is a liquid oil-based gel that really creates some of that lush curl. And it's a defrizzing gel, and it'll lock the curl together. And we're going to combine that with our wave spray from Arojo products. And the reason why I'm going to use the wave mist is because that's a product that Rebecca's used to using. Because in the consultation, she discussed using a beach wave spray, which is good for encouraging the curl. And again, when you're in the salon, the whole concept is not to be a car salesman. I hate that. But the concept is to really tell your clients what you recommend for them to achieve the look that they're looking for. And if you don't do that, you're doing a disservice. If you do that, then that's what your job is. That's what you're supposed to do. All right, so notice how I can use my hands to kind of feel for balance. And you know, curly hair expands. So as we kind of start to see this hair dry, even though the curl's been disrupted because of the combing, as the hair starts to dry, I can see what the curl does. Now, in and around here, I want to make sure, even though she wants it kind of hefty around the front, I want to make sure it's not so heavy. It's too heavy here, it's not going to reflect nicely on the face. So that's why you need your mirror, because your mirror will teach you a great deal. You'll see kind of how that hair is shaped. It still feels it's a little dense in there. So before I put products in, I am actually going to go through and just lighten that up just a little bit more.
Paul Dykstra says, Nick, very exciting to watch from our CC meeting here in Chicago.
Hey, Paul Dykstra. Looking forward to going to America's Beauty Show. And don't forget, as I mentioned earlier, definitely check out the holiday education on Monday in Chicago at the Cosmetology Association. Go to the website, Chicago Cosmetology Association, and check out their Christmas program. Education on Monday night in Chicago. I wish I was there, but I'm gonna be here. I might go. Maybe I should go. Maybe I can. I got to teach in my school. I'm doing a school-wide demo, and then we're gonna have a brand meeting.
Ooh.
Yeah? You gonna be in, or you gonna have that problem? SAD. What's it called? SAD problem. What's it called?
Seasonal affective disorder.
Seasonal affected dog do.
Yeah.
You want something new today here at the Arroyo Brooklyn Salon, Williamsburg. We learn that Lauren has has a sad disorder.
I think this is an addiction disorder.
An addiction. There you go. Wow.
I don't know.
How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah? Okay? Think it feels good? Yeah. All right, so now it's time for me to get this hair styled. All right, so I'm not going to dampen the hair down with water. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dampen the hair down with wave mist. So let's get ready with our two products. You want to help me? You want to help me? Two hands, there you go, it's good. All right, so now we're going to use this. This is our beach wave spray. I'm going to douse this right the way through. This will bring out that lovely beachy texture. So that's enough. Now notice this has got a trigger on it. The nice thing about this product is it's non-gritty. And it's got a trigger on it so you can spray a lot. And now what we're going to do is we're going to layer it with our elixir. This is our defrizzing gel with, it contains ginseng and protein. Now look at the amount that I use. When you do products, always do it in front of your client so your client can see. You're going to rub it in the hand. Okay, so when you rub it in the hand, you can kind of get this. You actually allow the fragrance as well to come out so your client can experience the product.
Smells good.
It smells good, yeah? And notice how I'm just pushing that in. Pushing it right the way through. And then I'm kind of opening my hand like a big comb and I'm raking the hair. Yeah? And now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to set the hair into curls. Because how often do you say you wash your hair?
Once every week and a half.
Once every 10 days. Yeah? She washes it once every 10 days. Yeah, he's like his mouth's open. Wow. Yeah?
Jaw dropped.
Sometimes more often, but sometimes less often.
Sometimes more, sometimes less. So now what we're going to do is, we do this a lot in the salon. We're going to grab, we're just going to lock in a little bit more of the curl formation. Wide teeth of the comb now. Ribbon the hair, just very lightly, ribbon the hair. Just take that section out. Olivia's still drying because that young lady has got a gallon of hair.
She'll be ready for Christmas.
Should be ready by the end of the year. So just lightly, not a lot of stress, just lightly, literally wrap, wrap. There you go. So this is locking in the curls. And even here, I'll just allow that hair just to, don't be scared of the hair. Don't be scared of curly hair. You have to be really into it. Yeah, really into it. There's one side kind of, see this side's kind of set in. Now let's do this side. This side dried off just a little. It's warm in here because it's cold out there. So reset it. It's getting cold and it looks like it's going to be a long cold winter, Lauren. You seem very sad about that.
Yep, I will be. Unless I get my happy lamps. Maybe I'll get one at my desk. Just shine on me.
You got Anton sitting next to you. He's a
happy lamp.
He's gonna bring you the happiness, the happy lamp. So don't worry about that. Who needs a lamp when you've got Anton? Whoa, you dry?
Huh?
You dry? No way.
Just a little bit of the left side.
Okay.
That's how we sit together.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Show everybody. Ah. That's how they sit
Wait,
together.
start it over.
Start it over. Look, oh,
Look at
they.
him trolling me while I work.
I know, right? With the TikTok.
Todd likes the zigzag sectioning.
Well, you know what? It's just nice not to do it so evenly. So a little zig-a-zag, ziggy-zig, ziggy-zaggy.
Zigzag? Ah, as the Spice
Just
Girls
lock
say.
that curl in. You're gonna bring my diffuser over. I'm gonna diffuse the situation in a minute. I'm gonna dry the hair. Remember, it ain't over till it's over, guys. And here at Brooklyn Live, whenever we do clients, it's just like being in the salon. Yeah, it's just salon experience. It's actually harder than being in the salon because we're communicating, talking to the audience. So it's a lot of work, but this is salon ready styling. Okay, so you'll see there's the curl we put in. Okay, we just kind of lock that in just a little bit. And now it's time to diffuse the situation. I'll also take this off right now. Yeah, so you got the memo. Obviously all black, I think that's the memo, is it? They say all
Yep.
black? Oh, what? When you're diffusing the hair, try and heat it all up at the same time. We don't want to disturb the hair until the hair's dry. Once the hair's dry, then we can shake it and toss it around. Until it's dry, we can't toss it around. We need to keep it in that kind of heaviness. It'll shrink a little, but that's okay. Once we shake it, it's going to get big and full and voluminous. And I think I'm going to need a little bit of my refinish, my dry texture spray. So this is a Narojo diffuser made by YS Park. Available on arojopro.com along with our educational credits. So notice I always put my hand in front of the dryer because this dryer gets super hot. One of the benefits of the dryer is that it's high heat. So high heat means I can really work through a lot of hair quickly. Head down a little. And now it's time for me to use this product. This is our refinish, otherwise known as our dry shampoo also. And I'm just gonna shake and pulse. It's gonna add a little bit of like a lightweight kind of structure, starchy feel.
Do you have a question for
Question, we like questions. At last, you got me a question.
Yeah.
After all this time, you got me a question.
Maria Pisano.
That's enough.
It's a long one.
Okay.
Hi Nick, I'm a big fan of you and the razor.
Nice.
As a senior stylist with continuous education, I still get resistance when a client sees me pick up the razor. Any thoughts? I communicate with them as to why, but at times I feel like I'm wasting my breath.
I would suggest don't waste your breath. Yeah, if a client doesn't want a razor cut, I don't waste my breath. I put my razor straight down. It's a question I get asked a lot. Razor's not for everybody. If someone's had a bad experience, it's a bit like when you're a kid. Yeah, if you try something you don't like it, you never want to try it ever again. Yeah? So cut the client, don't use the razor. Talk to them while you're cutting their hair about the bad experience they had with the razor. If you use your words wisely, in no time at all, she might say to you, well, you know what, I'd be interested in you trying the razor next time. I guarantees the client comes back. It also means that you're not wasting your breath. Just because you know it works, it doesn't mean if she thinks the razor's going to do the damage, then the razor's going to do the damage. Here's a better one. I do hair shows all the time, and models always say to me, don't use bleach. And I say, oh, we never use bleach, I only use lightener. Works every time. Terminology changes, things change. So get this hair bone dry. Once it's dry, we can mess it up, loosen it up, shake it up, make it fuller, make it different. How you doing, young girl? You feel good? Good. Olivia, you was out at Dietche. How did it go?
Yeah, it went well. Yeah,
When was
it
that?
was day 2 last Tuesday, so this coming Tuesday. It's gonna be our 3rd class.
When is that? What day?
Tuesday.
This coming Tuesday, we have another class.
Yep.
So you see now I can start to loosen that up a little. Head down for me. Get your hands in the roots. Shake it out from the root. Shake it out from the root so you can see that you're not messing the ends of the curl. One of the things that's good to do as well when you get close to the end is take that off, put your speed on low, and just put your nozzle in. Get your nozzle in and just, you know, loosen up. I got it on low heat, so it's still hot, because these dryers are great. But this just loosens it up a little bit more free. You know, she likes it free and loose. So kind of like the way that the hair's going to be. You know, she said to me in the consultation it's better on day 2 and day 3, which happens a lot with curly hair. Settles in. Yeah? But of course, you got to get it looking great on day 1 when the client leaves. Yeah, but when you've been combing the curl, it changes the curl. When you've been combing it a lot, it changes the curl around a lot. So now, there you go. Let's have a look. Whole concept was to get like some bang back in there. Get that volume in. And then if there's a product that I'm going to use, you know what it's going to be, don't you? I mean, it's 2 more products. One for her and one for her.
One for her, probably refinish for her, but glint.
Maybe not refinish for her.
Oh.
But what are we going to use here?
Definitely glint.
Definitely glint. Why?
It's a beautiful kind of texturized spray for curls. Oh, it's a new bottle. And it adds a beautiful glisten to it, so it just kind of makes it really nice and
Puts a
healthy
little,
looking.
just calms it down, gives it a little sheen. It's not an oil, it's kind of very light wax. Kind of, think of it as like a very light spray wax, but lighter than a wax. But it just locks that curl in a little bit more. And it's a really brilliant product.
Everyone's loving it.
Good.
Yeah.
Right, so that's you.
Look at that one.
She wants to look, she wants to look. You see, that's what happened.
Sorry, yeah.
There you go, she wanted to look. So there's our little, you feel good?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, it looks great.
Good, we're gonna go to the red wall in a second, but before we do, we're gonna go over here, Lauren.
Yeah, really nice.
Wow. What are we gonna use here? What do you think? Do you know what I think?
What do you think?
Healing oil.
Yeah.
So this is our healing oil. It's a brilliant product. It's a lightweight oil. Nice thing about this oil is watch, when I spray it, watch how it just disappears. It doesn't drip out. So when people think of oil, they think heavy. But this is gonna, because her hair's been beaten. Was it bleached?
I don't know what I did.
I don't know what I did.
When a hairstylist say, don't do your own hair, listen to that.
That's it. She did it. So this lightweight oil just adds a little bit more separation, calms the head down, a little bit of sheen, and the nice thing is it just gives it just that little bit more of that calmer finish, especially because we dried it. Better when you blow dry, you get more expansion. When you leave to dry, you get more color. The last thing she needs is expansion, because her hair already is like a gallon. But you know, just a little bit of oil, a little bit of this healing oil will heal her hair and will give it more of a loose, lifting look. All right, so we started about 10 past 10. We're an hour and a half in, and we're done. And we had 2 great clients. So now it's customary. Go to the
Red wall.
red wall for the final shot. Over to the red wall, ladies. This is where we take our final shot and say goodbye. Keith, 2 weeks on. What is the last Thursday before the holidays?
I think the 20th.
Is the
20th. Great. That's going to be the last happy
Brooklyn Live.
Brooklyn Live. Happy Brooklyn Live. It's not attached, I got it. So curls and gwirls. There's our little razory bob. And there's our curly. I think those girls look great. Our final look. Cute curls. Cute Bobaloony. And you can say goodbye to everybody, Lauren.
Bye.
When are we back?
On the 20th
20th of
December.
We're back for our final episode of the year.
One of the year. Gonna cry.
All right, have a great day, guys. Enjoy. Best scent, Joseph. You are so right. That is a good scent too. Nice to see everybody. Thanks very much. Bye, Lauren. Olivia.
Hi guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Lauren, do your thing.
All right, we're out.